As per royal orders, the Ministry of Health begins distributing electronic sensors for measuring sugar levels to Omani children with type 1 diabetes. His Highness Said Bil'Arab bin Haytham Al Said reviews the progress of the joint workshop of the Supervisory Committee and the Technical Committee of the Omani Promising Startups Program. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent cable greetings to His Excellency President Dr. Rashad Al Alemi, Chairman of the Presidential Leadership Council of Yemen, on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan received a cable of thanks from the custodian of the two Holy Mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, King of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in reply to His Majesty's cable of condolences on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Badr bin Abdul Muhsin Al Saud. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq received a written message from His Excellency General Abdul Fattah Al Burhan Abdul Rahman, Chairman of the Transitional Sovereignty Council of the Republic of Sudan, related to bilateral relations between the two countries. The message was handed over by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Abu Saidi, Foreign Minister, when he received today His Excellency Hussein Awad, Minister of Foreign Affairs, in charge of the Republic of Sudan, the envoy of His Excellency, the Chairman of the Sudanese Transitional Sovereignty Council. During the meeting, the two sides reviewed the good cooperation relations between the two countries and ways to enhance them in a way that serves the common interests of their peoples. They also touched on the developments in the situation taking place in Sudan and stressed the importance of the efforts made to give priority to the language of dialogue and wisdom in order to uphold the highest interests of the Sudanese people and their aspirations for security, stability, and development in light of the unity and sovereignty of their lands. The Sultan of Oman and the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan seeks to maximize the benefits of their distinguished relations based on common historical and cultural strategic aspects.
The upcoming state visit of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan and his meeting with His Majesty King Abdullah II ibn al-Hussein will be an important step to augment the level of cooperation between the two countries in various fields, especially in the economic, tourism, trade, and investment areas. The two leaders' talks in Amman are also expected to address regional and international issues of common interest, most notably the Israeli aggression against Gaza Strip and the Palestinians in general, as the two countries agree in their political positions on this cause. On this context, His Excellency Fahad bin Abdurrahman Al Ujaili, Ambassador of Oman to Jordan, affirmed that His Majesty's visit to Jordan has a great importance, as it is the first official visit of His Majesty to Jordan since assuming the reins of power of the country. He added that the visit will address a set of vital files in addition to discussing the distinguished fraternal relations between the two countries that extend for over 53 years. He described the relations between Oman and Jordan as a vivid example of fraternity, cooperation, and understanding. From his side, His Excellency, the Ambassador of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan to the Sultanate of Oman, pointed out that the visit of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq comes in response to an invitation by His Majesty King Abdullah II ibn al-Hussein of Jordan. He noted that the visit reflects the distinguished and historical relations between the two countries. He added that the visit is an embodiment of the continuity of cooperation and close diplomatic relations between the two countries and represents an opportunity to explore new areas. On the economic side, statistics issued by the National Center for Statistics and Information indicate that the volume of trade exchange between Oman and Jordan witnessed remarkable growth during 2023, registering 25% increase to reach about more than 74.5 million Omani riyals compared to 2022, which amounted to 59.7 million Omani riyals. The cultural cooperation between the two countries also includes several aspects, the most important of which is the participation in cultural events, the exchange of experiences in both countries, and the participation in intellectual and literary festivals between Omani and Jordanian writers, as both sides are keen to participate in international book fairs organized in Muscat and Amman.
As per royal orders of His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, the Ministry of Health, represented by the National Center for Diabetes and Endocrinology, began distributing electronic sensors to measure sugar levels and insulin pumps to Omani children with type 1 diabetes who are under the age of 18. This is one of the latest advanced technologies and methods which allows accurate monitoring and reduction of symptoms resulting from diabetes. It's worth mentioning that there is no cure for type 1 diabetes, but it can be controlled in children to reduce the occurrence of its serious complications, which helps them live with disease and lead normal lives. His Highness Sayyid Bil-Arab bin Haytham Al Said, the Honorary President of the Omani Promising Startups Program, listened to an explanation on the Oman Future Fund and its role in enhancing the role of small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs and startups. This took place during a visit by His Highness to the Oman Investment Authority today. During his visit, His Highness was briefed on the fund, which was launched by the authority last January. The briefing highlighted the fund's role as a trusted investment partner and its anticipated contributions to stimulating venture capital by allocating 10% of the fund's capital of SMEs. This initiative aims to enhance access to non-traditional financing for innovation and technology-based startups, contribute to economic diversification, and engage in investment partnerships to attract investment to the targeted sectors in the Sultanate of Oman. His Highness also reviewed the authority's activities and investment operations, as well as the key achievements in 2023, which underscore the authority and its subsidiaries' role in boosting economic development, integrating with all sectors to achieve financial sustainability. Authority of the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Open Business Incubator of Musandam. The incubator renders various services to entrepreneurs like financial and administrative consultations, training, marketing, and promoting products. The event was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud Al-Sinadi, Chairman of the Public Authority for Special Economic Zones and Free Zones. The Ministry of Labour celebrated honoring the best performing and implementing government units of the Institutional Excellence System IJADA for the year 2023. More in the following report.
Institutional Excellence System IJADA is considered a model of administrative awareness and thought. It is a pivotal for all government units eager to develop and improve their work. In this context, the Ministry of Labour celebrated the honouring of the best performing and implementing government units of the Institutional Excellence System IJADA for the year 2023.
Honestly, throughout 2023, we have elaborately evaluated more than 8,000 KPIs, and we have taken an input from more than 170,000 people who received government services. And based on that, we have recognized or announced 40 entities or 40 service points where they were shining stars, honestly, in terms of providing excellent customer service.
The distinguished government units in the Institutional Excellence System IJADA for the year 2023 that received honours are the Vision 2040 Implementation and Follow-up Unit, the Oman Investment Authority, the Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, the Governorate of South Al-Sharqiyya, the Central Bank of Oman, the Telecommunications Regulation Authority, Muscat Municipality, and the Oman Academic Accreditation Authority and Quality Assurance of Education.
We have also announced around 8 government units that were assessed throughout the year, and they have shown a very impressive numbers in terms of performance when we compared, seven main KPIs or seven main elements and 35 KPIs for those entities.
The honouring also included the best service delivery outlets in the governorates for the year 2023 for several government institutions. The evaluation was based on measuring the level of change in the performance during the year across 7 criteria: leadership and strategic planning, human capital and institutional culture, partnership and resources, customer satisfaction, innovation, governance, and environment and society. The Institutional Excellence Awards Ijada ceremony comes to honour the best performing units within the government for the year 2023. For Oman TV, Ahmed bin Hilal al-Busaidi, Muscat.
His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Omani, Minister of the Royal Office, received in his office today Her Excellency Veronique Alonian, Ambassador of the Republic of France, accredited to the Sultanate of Oman, to bid her farewell at the end of her tour of duty as her country's ambassador to the Sultanate of Oman. His Excellency the Minister of Royal Office expressed appreciation to Her Excellency the Ambassador for her efforts to develop areas of cooperation between the two countries, wishing her success in her future professional career. For her part, Her Excellency the Ambassador expressed her thanks for the cooperation she received during her duty in the Sultanate of Oman. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Omani, Minister of the Royal Office, received in his office His Excellency Christoph Siska, Ambassador of the Republic of Austria, accredited to the Sultanate of Oman. During the meeting, the two sides reviewed a number of current issues on the regional and international arenas and paths of joint cooperation to achieve the mutual interests of the two countries, stressing the friendly relations between the Sultanate of Oman and the Republic of Austria. The Medical City of the Military and Security Services, in coordination with the Ministry of Labour, received a batch of citizens to begin the basic military training program for new soldiers after they had passed the stages of acceptance, evaluation, tests, and medical and physical examinations that were conducted for them in order to join the Medical City for the Military and Security Services in a number of health, technical, and technical specializations in addition to administrative specializations. These efforts come in accordance with the plans and programs established to the Sultan's Armed Forces and the military and security services in employing job seekers. Oman Arab Bank has partnered with Ubhar Capital to serve as a liquidity provider for Oman Arab Bank shares on Muscat Stock Exchange. More in the following report.
Oman Arab Bank has entered a strategic partnership with Ubhar Capital, appointing Ubhar Capital as a liquidity provider for Oman Arab Bank shares listed on the Muscat Stock Exchange. The agreement was signed by the chief executive officers of both Oman Arab Bank and Ubhar Capital.
Today we are very, very excited to have signed and finalized the agreement with partnered with U Capital to provide liquidity for our shares. As you all know, this is a practice that is followed by many companies in more advanced capital markets to provide liquidity for the shares. Through this, we hope that this will provide liquidity enough to trade in Oman Arab Bank shares, and we are very pleased to see immediately after the bell ringing, there was some activity in the Oman Arab Bank share.
This partnership is designed to enhance the liquidity and trading efficiency of Oman Arab Bank shares on the Muscat Stock Exchange. It aligns with Oman Arab Bank's strategic goals to support innovation in financial services and contribute to development of the capital market in line with Oman Vision 2040. Oman Arab Bank has emerged as a leading financial institution following its merger with Al-Izz Islamic Bank in 2020, boosting a market cap of $0.6 billion. The bank has successfully issued several bonds, both locally and internationally, attracting a diverse range of investors.
It's a very important step for Oman Arab Bank, and it shows I would say professionalism and how the shareholders look at the bank and the potential investors. This is a really important step to improve the liquidity on the bank and the shares of the bank. I think this will attract more investors. It will improve the liquidity. It will help the bank to achieve some of the criteria needed for the upgrade of MSX to the emerging market.
Oman Arab Bank's consolidated assets exceeds 4 billion Omani Riyals with a total equity of over 0.5 billion Omani Riyals. The bank reported net profits of 6.4 million Omani Riyals by the end of the first quarter of 2024, marking a 16% increase compared to the same period in 2023. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Still to come on News Bulletin. The Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs in South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate organized Nusuk Awareness Exhibition. Now some international news. Thousands of mourners gathered today in Tabriz for the funeral procession of Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and those killed with him. Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi was killed when his helicopter crashed in poor weather in mountains near Azerbaijan border. Funeral ceremonies for Raisi will be held from today to Thursday in the cities of Tabriz, Qom, Tehran and Birjan until his first burial in Mashhad, according to Iranian media. Supreme Leader Khamenei also holds ultimate power with the final say on foreign policy and Iran's nuclear program, said First Vice President Mohammad Mokhbar would take over as interim president. Israeli occupation forces raided Jenin in the occupied West Bank today in an operation that killed 7 Palestinians and left 9 others wounded. Among the Palestinians killed was a surgical doctor who was killed in the vicinity of the hospital. The occupation forces justified the operation by saying that they were against Palestinian militants. In Gaza, over the past 24 hours, Israel killed 106 Palestinians and wounded 176 others, bringing the total death toll to 35,562 and injuries to more than 79,000 since the Palestinian-Israeli conflict broke out last October. Russia said today that it continued to occupy favorable positions in Kharkiv and other areas, while Ukraine attacked Russia's military targets over the past 24 hours, according to their latest battle reports. Russia reported that in the past 24 hours, the Russian army completely controlled a settlement in the Luhansk. It repelled the Ukrainian army's counterattacks in multiple directions and attacked Ukrainian army electronic warfare base stations, ammunition depots, air defense systems, and other targets. The Russian air defense system intercepted Ukrainian anti-ship missile, aerial bombs, multiple rockets, and multiple drones. Ukraine issued a battle report on the same day, stating that the Ukrainian army held its frontline positions in Kharkiv and other places and continued to engage in fierce battles with the Russian army. Back in the Sultanate, the Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs in South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate organized Nusuk Awareness Exhibition which aims to teach the rituals of Hajj for pilgrims, in addition to introducing the tasks of the Omani Hajj delegation at the services it provides in the Holy Lands. More in the following report.
By using new technologies such as virtual reality to represent Kaaba Tawaf and the sa'i between Al-Safa and Al-Marwa, as well as other Hajj rituals, the organizers of Nusuk exhibition are keen to deliver the message of Hajj performance in a very creative, clear, and direct way. The exhibition covers various significant aspects of Hajj for pilgrims, such as health and safety corner that explains the best practices of maintaining pilgrim health during performing Hajj rituals. The Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs keens to organize Nusuk exhibition annually in order to educate pilgrims about the various services that Omani Hajj delegation provides before going and during Hajj. Sultan bin Saif Sara'i from South Al-Sharqiyya Governorate.
And Vodafone Oman announced the launch of the first phase of its business services through the Black Business Postpaid packages. More in the following reports.
Continuing its commitment to leading the transformation of the telecommunications sector in the Sultanate of Oman, Vodafone Oman announced the launch of its first phase of the business service through the Black Business Postpaid packages. These packages include the best features and provide flexibility to subscribers to meet the need of various businesses offering high-value services.
We mark today is a great journey in the life of Vodafone in the market of Oman by launching our business plan, Black for Business, which is quite unique. It inherits all of the features that we have in the consumer business. In addition to that, we will have a self-service portal where most of the enterprise customer and entrepreneurs would be able to control and see also all of their consumptions. They will also be able to add or delete any of the services and added value.
Vodafone Oman aims to leverage the expertise of the global Vodafone company to enable Omani companies to excel in their businesses through unique features and services that are the first of its kind in the market. The company has also harnessed its local capabilities, including its data and the reliability of its 5G network and advanced technologies, alongside its leading customer service to support businesses and help them progress.
What we bring as a differentiator in the market are a number of features, including the self-service portal that will be accessible to business owners and account admins to have full control on their businesses and accounts, and also the Take Your Home tariff, which is a big differentiator that was previously allowed for consumer customers only, but now we are extending it to enterprise customers. And on top of that, there's also the data rollover feature, which allows customers to, or enterprise customers now, to roll over their data, their unconsumed data, to the following month.
The launch of Vodafone Oman's new packages comes ahead of the 33rd edition of the annual Global Technology Exhibition COMEX, where the company intends to showcase the growing Omani business sector experience.
This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq sends cable greetings to the chairman of the Presidential Leadership Council of Yemen on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan received a written message from the chairman of the Transitional Sovereignty Council of the Republic of Sudan. As per royal orders, the Ministry of Health begins distributing electronic sensors for measuring sugar levels to Omani children with type 1 diabetes. His Highness Sayyid Arab bin Haytham Al Said reviews the progress of the joint workshop of the Supervisory Committee and the Technical Committee of the Omani Promising Startups Program. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and studios and myself, Suhail Al-Kindi, good night.